Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
The company Mitsubishi is one of the world-famous car brands, the model range of which is actively and successfully sold on the territory of many countries, including the Russian Federation. At the same time, not all motorists know about the country manufacturer of Mitsubishi and where certain models are assembled. To a greater extent, motorists are interested in assembly for the domestic market. But it does not prevent to cover a wider geography of presence of the company, to study available plants, and to consider separately taken models. The main plants of the company. Few people will have questions about what the country of production is in the case of the Mitsubishi brand, whose brand it is, and to whose production it belongs. Mitsubishi brand is Japanese, that is, the homeland of this brand is Japan. At the same time, the assembly is established not only on the territory of the brand's homeland, but also far beyond its borders. Mitsubishi is a part of a huge holding Mitsubishi Corporation. In addition to cars, a wide range of equipment and vehicles are produced, among which there is even a place for airplanes. There are several main enterprises that produce Mitsubishi cars for the world and Russian market inclusive. Nagoya plant. This is the largest enterprise of the Japanese company, which is located in the city of Okazaki. Here they produce almost the entire model range. It is from here that Mitsubishi cars ready for sale are sent to all corners of the world. This is also the enterprise that produces an impressive part of cars coming to the Russian market. Mizushima plant. Another Mitsubishi plant located at home in Japan. It is considered to be no less significant than the first plant. It is one of the largest plants in the south of Japan. Covers an impressive part of the market. Almost all models in the company's lineup are assembled here. Mitsubishi North America. And this is already an enterprise on the territory of the USA. It is geographically located in the state of Illinois, near the city of Normal. The plant acts as a joint venture of two brands at once. It is Japanese Mitsubishi and American Chrysler. Since 1991, the facility has been under the full control of the Japanese. From the U.S., cars are sent to different parts of the world. PSMA Rus. It is located in Russia, near Kaluga. It is another joint venture, which includes Mitsubishi brand itself, as well as French partners from Peugeot and Citroën. At the same time, Mitsubishi has only 30% of the rights to the enterprise. Another 70% is divided between Citroën and Peugeot. It is a relatively young enterprise, which began its work only in 2010. Several Mitsubishi models are produced here, plus a line of Peugeot and Citroën cars is produced. Now you know where Mitsubishi cars are currently assembled in Russia. But still it is not clear to the end where specific models of the Japanese automaker come to the Russian market. Let's go through the entire model range of the company, the homeland of which is Japan, where Mitsubishi car models are produced. It is worth going through the most interesting and relevant cars of the Japanese brand, which have managed to gain trust and popularity among drivers, and also continue to be produced at the enterprises of the firm Mitsubishi. Read also, what is the fuel injection valve on a diesel engine, how it works, in what varieties it is available. Lancer, the only model that is present in this list, but is no longer produced. Production was stopped in 2018. But Mitsubishi Lancer is among the most popular cars of its time. The last generation in the face of the Lancer X left its mark in history. It is really a decent car for little money. One of the best sellers in Russia was assembled in the homeland of the manufacturer, in Japan, at the facilities of the Mizushima plant, and simultaneously with the European and Russian version. On the neighboring assembly line, right-hand drive versions were made. The charged variant of the car in the face of Lancer Evolution was also created there. ASX, it is a compact Japanese crossover. Not everyone knows where the Mitsubishi ASX model for the world and Russian market inclusive is assembled now. This model can no longer be called a purebred Japanese. In addition to assembly at the facilities of Japanese enterprises, this crossover is also assembled on conveyors in the United States, Illinois. This allows to cover the needs of consumers, as the model ASX really sells well and actively on several continents. As for deliveries to Russia, cars from two factories come here. And therefore, you can meet Mitsubishi ASX of both Japanese and American assembly. Many argue about what assembly in respect of Mitsubishi ASX is better and whose technology is preferable. There is no clear favorite. The number of Japanese and American assembled ASX in Russia is about the same. The ASX model from Mitsubishi began to be produced in the United States only after a planned restyling. These are cars starting with the 2013 model year. Before that, all ASXs were coming directly from Japan. So if you purchased an auto before 2013, then it is for sure a Japanese. If after the model update, then you can find the relevant information by deciphering the VIN code. Outlander. Now to the question of where the current Mitsubishi Outlander is assembled. This is the first in the list of cars produced in Russia and for Russia inclusive. It was the Mitsubishi Outlander that pioneered the local assembly line, which you already know where it is located. The current generation of Mitsubishi Outlander is produced near Kaluga even now. But there are some nuances here too. Russian assembly of Outlander started from the end of 2012. Before that, the situation was somewhat different. As a result, it can be described as follows. Cars up to 2012 model year were assembled only in Japan, and from there were delivered to Russia. The third generation model of the 2012 model year was assembled both in Japan and in Russia, starting from 2012. From the fourth generation and onwards, all Outlander became exclusively Russian assembled. However, it cannot be said that the quality of assembly has fallen due to the move to Russian assembly lines. The Japanese side carefully monitors compliance with all norms and standards. Plus, here we are talking only about large-scale assembly. Now you know where the new Mitsubishi Outlander comes from in Russia to dealers and where it is produced. Read also, flipper on the wheels of the car, tuning in the style of retro Pajero, the legendary Japanese SUV, which in 2020 celebrates 30 years of its existence. During this time, 5 generations have already changed. If you are afraid that when you buy a Pajero you will get a local Russian assembly, you should not worry. All generations, including the new version of the Pajero, are assembled only in the home country of the Mitsubishi brand. Pajero and Pajero Sport should not be confused. These are two different models, and the situation with their production is different. Many people are interested in where Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is assembled for Russia. The geography of this SUV is not the easiest. If we talk about deliveries to the Russian market, then here we can mention such facts. All versions and configurations of Pajero Sport, produced since 2013 model year, are assembled only in Russia at the joint venture of Mitsubishi and PSA, Peugeot, and Citroën. SUV models from 2008 to 2012 were imported to Russia from Thailand. The very first Pajero Sport, from 1998, was exclusively Japanese. In 2004, the American-built Pajero Sport was sold in Russia, while versions from Japan were offered in parallel. As you can see, the situation is really not the easiest. But if you buy a new Pajero Sport, then everything is a little easier here. There are only 2 options. It is important to recall that in 2013, the production of the then current generation of Pajero Sport started at the plant near Kaluga. But after 2 years, the assembly line was mothballed and production was temporarily stopped. In 2017, the assembly was resumed again. But only diesel versions are assembled in Kaluga. If you plan to buy a gasoline SUV Pajero Sport, then it will already be assembled from Thailand. Not quite a familiar car for the Russian consumer. The model is produced in Japan, from where it has recently come to Russia. The uniqueness of the presented model is that it is a compact electric car. Eclipse Cross. Lastly, let's find out where the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross model is assembled. This is one of the latest crossovers in the lineup of the Japanese brand, the production of which began in 2017. The model is quite famous. It is gradually gaining popularity in Russia as well. It remains only to find out where the novelty in the person of Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross is assembled and whose assembly will be when buying this compact crossover. Now this car is not assembled in Russia. Deliveries are made directly from Japan. To be more precise, production is set up at the facilities of the plant in Okazaki. It is from here that the Eclipse Cross is sent to the countries of Europe, Russia, and other countries for further realization. So for now it is a purebred Japanese. You can clearly see that so far the bulk of the Japanese Mitsubishi brand cars are produced in the home country. At the same time, some models are assembled on the territory of other countries, including the USA, Russia, Thailand, and not only. Decentralization of car production gives a number of advantages to companies. Especially it concerns the countries that act as the main sales markets and allow redirecting the assembled cars to neighboring countries. In conclusion, Mitsubishi cars are assembled in various locations around the world, including Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines, among others. Each facility plays a crucial role in the production process, contributing to the brand's global reach and reputation for quality. Understanding where these vehicles are made not only highlights Mitsubishi's commitment to innovation and efficiency, but also showcases the diverse workforce and advanced technologies involved in their assembly. Thank you for watching, and we hope you gained valuable insights into the global manufacturing landscape of Mitsubishi cars.